There is an $800 liquid inside this syringe and a $3 powder sitting in your kitchen cabinet. Right now, both of them are being used to force the exact same biological reaction in the human body. To get clinical lip fillers, you have to book a medical appointment, endure dozens of facial injections, and hand over a massive portion of a paycheck. It is an expensive, painful, and highly gate-kept aesthetic that is out of reach for most people. So millions of people decided to bypass that entire system. Instead of paying for needles and synthetic volume, they're pulling raw cinnamon out of their pantries and rubbing it directly onto their skin. Cautionary, but raw cinnamon is highly caustic. People attempting this hack without understanding the chemistry are ending up with severe chemical burns, blistered tissue, and weeks of painful recovery. They are scrubbing a raw irritant onto their faces with zero protection. The desire to democratize gate-kept beauty standards often pushes people to ignore basic biological safety. But underneath the chemical burns and the viral videos, there is actual verifiable science behind why the spice works, if you know how to control it. To make this process safe, you have to stop treating cinnamon like a baking ingredient and start treating it like a volatile chemical compound. That means you have to suspend the active irritant inside a neutral carrier matrix. Look at this microscopic cross-section of skin tissue. Beneath the outer surface, you have dormant, very thin blood vessels. Cinnamon contains an active chemical called cinnamaldehyde. When that chemical seeps down into these vessels, it triggers vasodilation, meaning the blood vessels rapidly widen and flood with blood. By mixing the raw spice into a thick carrier oil, we create a protective barrier. The oil stops the raw powder from burning the epidermis, while the active compound still penetrates deep enough to make the blood vessels underneath visibly expand and pulse. The success of this reaction relies on an incredibly tight ratio. Use too much oil and nothing happens. Use too much spice and you cross the line from controlled inflammation straight into tissue damage. Successful DIY beauty depends on precision biochemistry. Applying the correct ratios turns a kitchen mix into a targeted physiological hack. And if you want to keep learning how to safely decode the science behind these viral trends, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. To test this safely, we need to establish a strict formulation protocol. A standard, heavy, clear lip gloss acts as the perfect neutral carrier to build our matrix. You add a tiny microdose of ultra-fine cinnamon powder into the gloss. Then you mix it methodically. You have to ensure that every single jagged particle of the spice is completely encapsulated by the gloss. You know the compound is thoroughly mixed and safe for human contact when it turns a uniform, translucent amber color. There cannot be any dry clumps or dark pockets of powder left in the mixture. The most common point of failure is oversaturation. If you pack too much powder into the gloss, the protective barrier collapses, and the raw irritant makes direct contact with the delicate skin of your lips. Strict adherence to this blending process is the absolute only safeguard you have. It is the line between a quick aesthetic enhancement and a genuine medical emergency. When you first apply the compound, the initial physical sensation is just the feeling of a thick layer of gloss. But within 20 seconds, a distinct heat starts radiating across the surface. That heat quickly sharpens into a heavy, intense tingle. What you are feeling is your microcirculation skyrocketing as the capillary beds beneath the skin rapidly dilate. You have a strict time limit here, 3 to 5 minutes. If you leave the compound on the skin any longer than that, the prolonged inflammation will start breaking down the skin barrier and blisters will form. Sitting through those few minutes requires actual psychological effort. Your brain is loudly signaling that your skin is being irritated, and you have to consciously endure the discomfort while watching the clock tick down. It is a harsh biological reality. Forcing your body to temporarily alter its physical structure will always exact some kind of physical toll. The moment you wipe the compound off, the physical changes to the tissue are undeniable. The area is noticeably swollen, dense, and flushed with a deep natural color from the rush of blood. This is a line graph comparing how long these two different methods actually retain volume. Notice the long, flat baseline for synthetic medical fillers. Those sit under the skin for months. Now look at the natural hack. It forces a sharp, rapid spike in volume. but the blood flow normalizes and drops off in just a matter of hours. You can stretch that short timeline, but it requires a hidden post-care step. Right after removing the spice, you must immediately apply a thick layer of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid drastically slows down transepidermal water loss, the rate at which moisture evaporates out of your skin. It traps that fluid inside the swollen tissue. That single moisture-trapping variable forces the skin to hold on to the volume for a few extra hours. But even with precise optimization, biological hacks are transient. Your body naturally flushes out the irritation and returns to its baseline. Compared to the permanence of synthetic interventions, this method demands constant reapplication. The final verdict on this trend is clear. When you follow the strut safety protocols, the biological hack works. You're achieving visible, structural swelling for literal pennies, sidestepping a multi-$100 medical bill and a syringe full of chemicals. But those financial savings are paid for in hidden costs. You have to endure localized pain. You must execute precise measurements, and you have to accept that your results will vanish by dinner time. Before you try manipulating your own body chemistry, you have to accurately assess your own risk tolerance. Ask yourself if a few hours of volume is worth the potential chemical burn if your hand slips while measuring the powder. Let me know down in the comments where you draw the line between a clever life hack and an unnecessary risk. Mastering these viral trends requires the scientific literacy necessary to safely manipulate our own biology.